Well, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm Adam McFarlane. I'm Chief Exec and co-founder of Leading Edge Aviation. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this, flying on merit, and how we believe we're trying to make the industry a lot more inclusive by giving access to anybody. But of course, before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about who we are, as we are, or have been, primarily a UK-based flight school, and we're now breaking into Europe and giving opportunities for people right across Europe. So, who are Leading Edge Aviation? I'm going to play you a short video. We call it The Dream, and it may resonate with some of you.
Parking brake. Check. Rear door. Check. Rudder trim. Check. Flaps. Check. Flight control. Check. Air Force. Ready for takeoff.
Edge 224. ECU swap. ECUB engines checked. ECU swap. Return. Firefight departure clearance obtained. Captain brief complete. Line of procedure. Approach. Stop bars. Check clear. Altimeter. Check set. Transponder. Set. DJ. As required. Lights. As required. Mid power check.
Flaps. Check. Flight control. Check. Air Force. Ready for takeoff.
Now, for some of you, like me, that may resonate with you. That may have been you. It may be you now, growing up. Or it may not be you at all. You may be someone that's deciding in the mid-30s, you want a career change, you want to go on and do something different. The world of aviation is open to all of you, and we're trying to make it that way. The presentation is quite short on purpose, not just because it's the last presentation of the 2 days, but also I wanted to give the opportunity to ask questions at the end about what we're going to talk about. So just to give you a few minutes on that. So what makes us different? Well, we want it to be a different ATO, being just student-centered, not just a big corporate organization. We want to deliver the best possible training we could for all of you. Blended, using technology, and using technology at the right time, not just technology for the sake of it. And we're working hard to develop first officers, but also captains of the future. So clear potential to become a captain, which is exactly what airlines recruit. They're not just looking for a first officer. They want to know you can transition into the left-hand seat later on. We do a thing called a whole pilot, which is all about making you aware, not just being able to fly the airplane. I'll talk a little bit more about it later. And then right in the center of the slide, very importantly, putting you as the student right at the heart of everything we do. And then right at the bottom, something's a bit different than on many of the academies. You come to us on an integrated route, you pass our assessment process, we give you a training guarantee. So if you fail something due to a lack of ability, that's our fault. So we pay for the extra training, we pay for the extra exams, the accommodation, whatever's required. So that's a huge difference, a good peace of mind for anybody who's going to pay a significant sum for flight training. Our mission is very, very simple: to provide accessible, inspirational, and innovative aviation training. Just says what on the tin. I said about the whole pilot. We base all our training around the competencies. So when you come and do your assessment with us, we look at you and all those things. Now, every flight academy does the bottom two. It teaches you how to fly an aeroplane. Not all flight academies teach you the other competencies. They used to be called soft skills. Why do we do it? It's because what airlines actually assess you on at your first interview and then every single check ride you do throughout the whole of your career. So you need to know the information, you need to be capable of it. So we take you at the beginning, assess you, and then nurture you throughout your whole of your training, getting you ready for your first airline interview for that future career. Our exam results speak for themselves. They are class leading. And that's absolutely fantastic. And we continue to work with all of our students to make sure they get these sort of results throughout their training. And even better, last November, we looked at our graduations, and 99% of our graduates were working with an airline as a first officer within 3 months of graduation. And in fact, 78% of the people in the last 12 months had secured a job whilst in training with us, with those airlines. They come in and they tag them, giving them conditional job offers. But absolutely brilliant to know that Yeah, you've got a job at the end of your training as long as you succeed, and they are succeeding, which is excellent to know. So going back to the topic of today, what's the core problem? I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs. Yep, there is a global pilot shortage. And when there is a global pilot shortage, the airlines suck up the pilots and take them, and the flight instructors. So we end up with a shortage of flight instructors. That makes the problem even worse. You've got less instructors to train pilots to go to the airlines. So it's an ever downward spiral. Definitely don't want to do that. So what we're saying is the current training system is just not keeping up with society, with what's required. We meet many, many people who have the right aptitude and the right attitude to be excellent commercial pilots. They just don't have the funding to afford it. So we're going to change that. So what I'm saying is we're not short of talent. I hear a lot of older people saying, oh, the youngsters today are not as good as they used to be. Utter rubbish. The young people coming through training are just as good as the people over many years. It's just there aren't the pathways for them to get to training. So we created the funded Frozen ATPL and Flight Instructor Pathway. This is our third round of it. It's our third time creating this. This is the first time we've come to Europe with it. So far, we've got 4 flight instructors who have completed their full training and now becoming flight instructors and starting to deliver at our centre in Alhambra de Murcia. We've got 14 more people going through training, and they'll complete that during this year, and by the end of the year, 18 new instructors on the line. And they'll form the core of our instructor cadre, along with some other people we recruit directly in, like GEPs. Today we're looking at the third round, so we're looking for 16 more candidates that we will fund the vast majority of your training and your accommodation. And those people will be starting training over the next 12 months to feed in, and eventually we'll continue this program in a couple of years' time. We've also got 3 airlines that we're working with who want to take these flight instructors, once they've done their bonded instructional time with us, and take them on to become instructors in the airline. So finding the pathway to the future. So the Leading Edge Group are going to fund 80% of your training and your accommodation throughout ground school, flight training, flight instructor course. You have to find £30,000, and that's it. That covers absolutely everything you need to get your full license and become a flight instructor. The program is open to all UK and European citizens, which is different from our previous ones. So we want to draw talent from all backgrounds, every community, making it eligible for anyone to come along. As I said, both UK A license and EASA license will be gained. So at the end of your time, your bonded instructional time with us, you will be eligible to go fly for any airline, UK or European. It's up to you, and it opens up more career opportunities for you. At the end of the basic training, you've got guaranteed 3 years' work as a flight instructor with us. So you know at day 1 of starting the course, 80% of your training's covered and your accommodation, and you've got a guaranteed job at the end of it. It's a pretty good deal. And at the end of those 3 years, you've got options. If you want to stay on and stay as an instructor, brilliant. And we'll take you from single engine to multi-engine IFR, examiner, chief flying instructor, whatever's required as you'd like to do. However, if you'd like to leave at that point and go and work for an airline, we will take you through the rest of your training and the pathway into an airline. And so we're working on those pathways today. We've got airlines that are very interested in recruiting you in the future. So what does it look like? It's merit-based. So actually, it's not quite as a difficult assessment process as we've just been hearing from the Emirates Academy. It's a little bit more straightforward than that. But if you look at the brochure, everyone should have been given one of these little passports. In the back of it, there's a QR code. Scan that, and it's got all the information on it all. So we do early aptitude identification. Are you the sort of person that's going to be 1, a good pilot, 2, a good instructor and work for us? And then we do structured support throughout the whole of your training and the time you're with us as an employee. It's competency-based training, using the whole pilot as there, and it gives us a sustainable talent pool. Obviously, the benefit to you as an individual is you've got 80% of your training covered, and you've got a guaranteed job at the end of it, and then a pathway into an airline. So it's pretty well sewn up as required. Guaranteed to us, what are the benefits for us? Well, I said that guaranteed a sustainable talent pool. I know I've got the right quality instructors for the future. So high quality, standardized instructors. That means that I can guarantee the courses in the future going through on time, there's no delay, and I can guarantee airline courses. And very importantly, the bottom line, it's not charity. It's a clear strategy from us to guarantee the future of the ATO and the future for other people to come and do training with us at Leading Edge. For an airline, what's their benefits? Well, guaranteed future cadet courses are delivered. So an airline cadet course coming with us, they know that we've got the instructors to take everybody through. There won't be delays. The airlines can also recruit our graduates once they've completed their bonded instructional time with us to become SFIs, TRIs, TREs, training captains in the future. And that's why they're keen to look at that great training experience that they've gained with us. We are open to any airlines who want to join this scheme to add to the 3 that are already there. So let us know. And what it gives you as an airline is access to a diverse and talented pool of pilots, already qualified, already there, and we're opening doors for areas of the society which couldn't normally do it. And don't just believe me, Tommy, one of our current people going through the program.
I always saw my dream of being a pilot as a distant goal. It was something that wasn't really achievable or attainable for me. And this program has changed my life in so many ways because it's made me realize that I can do it as well, that people like me coming from my background, because I don't come from a particularly wealthy background, that the doors are open for me. There are opportunities out there. You never know where these opportunities may appear. And as well as the experience and the career progression later on in life, I think that teaching and passing on your knowledge is one of the most rewarding things that you can do in your life. I've been blessed with great instructors in the past who have shown me what it means to be a great teacher. It's not just about getting people through a syllabus, it's about making them believe in themselves. And that's something that I want to pass on.
Now, I appreciate we're the last presentation, but happy now to take any questions you've got at all. So don't be shy and ask the questions, or on Slido, happy to do it both ways. There's a roving mic, I believe, is going around as well.
Thank you, Andy. We have open for questions here.
Excellent.
So, are there any age limitations to apply?
No, sorry, I forgot that. You need to be 17 years old or over to apply. You need to be 18 before you start the course. So as long as you're over 17 now, then you can apply, because we've got courses running starting through the next 12 months. And obviously legally, there's no upper age limit.
And regarding about the citizenship, is the program only open for EU, UK citizens? And this person asking is holding a permanent residence permit with a right to work and live in the EU.
Someone's got the right to live and work in the EU. That's not a problem at all. We can do the training either in Oxford, UK, and Spain, or we can do it all in Spain. So that, and ultimately, you're going to go and live and work as an instructor in Spain. So that should be absolutely fine.
And person holding PPL, can they apply for this opportunity?
Yep. This opportunity is open to both modular and integrated routes. We don't mind whichever way you want to go. There's a slight difference. As I said, it's £30,000 for integrated route. It's 25 for a modular, because we realise you've got a PPL, you've got some experience, and we can use that time. So there are 2 routes, integrated and modular. Just let us know which one you want to do, and we'll work with you.
And where is the training carried out?
So primarily, if it's the normal route, is Oxford, UK for ground school, off to Spain, Alhama de Murcia, which is on the south coast near Cartagena. Beautiful location, and you'll do all your flying up to CPL and then become an instructor. And then at the end of your training, your bonded instruction time, you get your IR and your APS MCC. So you're raring to go to an airline with a fresh APS MCC and graduate services. So you're all ready to go.
And do you earn money while working at Leading Edge?
Fortunately, yeah, we definitely do pay you. So no, you don't earn money while you go through training, but once you've completed training, yeah, we pay you as a flight instructor, and there are salary rates depending on how you progress from single engine VFR, single engine IFR, and so on. And once you've done your bonded period, the rates go up considerably because you use a little bit of payback for the training, and we are the most competitive payer salary package in Southern Europe.
Is there any accommodation for the students?
Accommodation is provided throughout, so that's part of it. You say 80% of your training and accommodation fees are paid throughout everything.
And in which month can someone apply?
You can apply now, and it's open for the next couple of weeks for this funded scheme, and we will have start dates every month. So we have a course of 20 starting every single month throughout the year going on. The funded route will start later in the year, 2 or 4 on a course going through for the 12 months.
And here's regarding the pay. Do you pay for the whole training, or do you pay the part to become an FI first and then the rest after?
So payment-wise, you pay a deposit to come and join the course once you've passed the assessment, and then you pay your first instalment, and that's your £30,000 covered. Everything else from then on is funded by us as you go through, and then you get paid salary once you become a flight instructor. So there's no more to pay. You're just bonded for 3 years with us.
Now about the salaries. What is the specific values of salary as an instructor?
I can't tell you the specific values off the top of my head, but if you come and speak to us at G10, we can tell you what the salaries are. At this moment, obviously, it'll be about 18 months, 2 years' time by the time you've joined the program and got through, the salaries will have gone up at some on.
And height limitations, or maybe in general requirements for height?
Yeah, normal assessment heights, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I think
You
it's
have to be normal.
up to 6.5, 6'5", whatever that is in metric. Don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, normal size.
Okay, no more questions here. Maybe you have questions to ask in the microphone?
No one?
No?
Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Andy.